My name is Dumisa. I'm Dumisa Ntsebeza. I'm an advocate in Johannesburg now. I've been an advocate for the last 8 years now. I've been an attorney for 17 years before that. So I've been in the practice of the law, including the years that I was a candidate attorney for 27 years now in 2009. I practice mostly in the area of human rights law. And in that capacity, I was recognized by the Secretary General of the United Nations in 2004, who appointed me and 4 others to go into Darfur to investigate reports of the violations of international human rights law and violations of international humanitarian law. That's part of my history that is least known. We produced a report after 3 months, a month of which, 2 weeks of which were spent in Darfur itself. That was submitted to the United Nations Secretary General, then Kofi Annan, and that report formed the basis of the Security Council resolution that referred the whole situation of Darfur to the International Criminal Court. So I am passionate about violations of human rights, particularly in our continent. And I've been giving several speeches on how we should take the lead in making sure that those who violate human rights on an international basis, those who commit international crimes, must be punished. The situation in Zimbabwe has been of great concern to me. It has been of great concern to me because I admired the ascendancy of the ZANU-PF and the Zimbabwean revolution at the time that it liberated that country in 1980. I was in jail at the time, but I was inspired by both the ZANU and the ZAPU in their efforts to topple the Smithian regime. But I've been increasingly disillusioned by reports, firstly, but also by my own testimony to what has been happening in that country. I have relatives in Zimbabwe, particularly in Bulawayo. I've been able to visit Zimbabwe, and I've been greatly saddened by the extent to which it does appear now, on all accounts, that there's been systematic violation of international human rights in that country. And I would therefore urge every thinking human being on the planet to take a moment to reflect on how that situation can be brought to an end. And if this message is one of active interventions that I can make by conscientizing the people of the world to rise up and point to the entire world how the situation in Zimbabwe cannot be ignored, I will have done the best that I could in the circumstances. But there is more to come. As a lawyer, I will think of ways with others of seeing to what extent international human rights law can be brought to bear to alleviate the conditions of the people in Zimbabwe, continue to be abducted, to be tortured, continue to be renditioned and disappear off the face of the earth through agencies that are known, but in relation to which the entire world does not seem to want to take cogent and urgent steps to bring that situation to an end.